Hello everyone, so in this week's video I am going to be recapping something I did a few months back, which was a very long video and it was in two parts, and I am making it short and quick and fun and better, and I have a voiceover rather than talking to the camera, so let's go. So laying down 3 to 4 pieces of masking tape on top of each other, doing 4 of these, leaving a centimetre gap in between each, placing liquid latex and tissue on top, letting that dry, and then peeling up halfway of each of them strips that we made, and then putting some masking tape underneath the prosthetic piece, folding it over so it has a smooth straight edge, and then we're covering all of that in one more layer of liquid latex and tissue, and then powdering all of that so it doesn't stick to itself. Once that's done, I'm taking a thick pin and some brown wool because that's the colours I'm using for this voodoo doll video. If you don't want to use brown, you can use any other colour, but brown works pretty well, and I'm stitching that just a crisscross pattern, powdering it all as I peel it off, and then working on the eyepieces, which will be exactly the same process, except I am using a square shape rather than these rectangle long shapes. Then cutting them out to fit my face, cutting a cross in the centre and making sure I can see out of them, and then I'm just stitching them together just like I did with the mouth and neck piece which you've just saw me make. Now, starting with the neck piece, I'm putting latex onto the back of this prosthetic piece, sticking it to my neck and blending out the edges using tissue and latex. I do this to the top, sides and bottom, and then letting that dry, as it will look like this here. Now we're going to flatten out my face so that it has a smoother transition when applying the next few pieces, and it will add to the effect overall. So covering this masking tape in latex and tissue just to make it smooth and make sure it transitions easy and holds in place. Sticking down the mouth prosthetic, painting my mouth and eyes black so that underneath the prosthetic you won't see my actual skin colour, and it will help and benefit the piece. Then covering the mouth prosthetic in liquid latex, sticking it down, then applying masking tape to the sides, top, bottom, and then blending all of that out using tissue and latex just to hold it in place, give it a smooth, nice transition blended edge, and make sure that it holds its place and doesn't fall off. Once that's complete, we do the same process for the eyes, sticking them on, blending out the edges using latex and tissue. Remember, if you're putting latex on your eyebrow, to cover your eyebrow in a thick coat of Vaseline so it doesn't rip your eyebrows out, and let that all dry. Powder it so it doesn't stick to itself in case anything does happen, and then we can move on to the paint job. So to begin with, I'm taking some brown water activated face paint and I'm painting my face, neck and everywhere that I want to be on show. Taking some white face paint and highlighting my cheeks and my chin, just the little areas which you may want to have stand out. Then taking the black and darker colours, this will really make it pop and making my eyes, mouth and around my face darker. Below my neck piece downwards to my chest, I'm making that very dark, and then applying a heck load of fake blood in my mouth, my neck and eye pieces. Applying dangly pieces onto my wool so it looks like I've been sewn together there and then. I'm making some pins out of clay and sticks and pressing that into the prosthetic so that it looks like I have pins in me. When I push these in, I put latex on the bottom so that they hold in place, and then I'm just painting my hair black and brown so that it hides the blue. If you have dark hair anyway, it's fine, but I had blue hair here there. And the pin fell out, but it did actually look better with just 2, not 3. However, if you want 3, if you want 4, 5, 6, go ahead. Thank you for watching this week's video, guys. If you like this re-uploaded video, please let me know in the comments if you want to see any more that were really long, and I can re-upload them, make them better and more fun for you to watch. Please check out the description and the links and follow everything. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.